What's up guys, Kevin Goetz here from Mute Profit, helping you achieve musical success. Yes, this is a new guitar. It is brand new, and so I have to warn you guys, I have yet to mess with the truss rod, and the strings that they shipped it with are quite a bit lighter than what I'm used to. So I am sorry in advance if I happen to fret a string a bit too hard and something ends up sharp while I'm playing, because that's been happening to me, so don't crucify me for it, please. So, today we're talking about the use of octave displacement, and this is a generic term for a number of things, and so there's a little bit to talk about. In principle, though, it means, say you're playing a riff, right, and suddenly just a couple notes of said riff are pushed up or down an octave. It's a very punchy, jarring feeling, and it can be a really cool effect. It's something I've been playing around with a lot more on our upcoming second album. So I've talked about this a little bit before. There's the riff from our song Limits of Myself that would normally be something like... but we shift that last bit up. And so by skipping up a little bit higher, it jars the listener. Now we have this new riff that I've been using in some background in recent videos that you guys might recognize. And it's that bit right there. That would normally be a little bit less grabby than...
Shoes and snow converging in freezing rain that fallen, their skin by moonlit canvas has left in pain and sorrow.
So you can see that every time the octave shifts, it kind of pulls your ear back and forth, and when there's a vocal melody going on at the same time that kind of ties it all in and centers everything, then it can just act as a really cool effect in your songwriting. Another example of octave displacement that I'm not going to go into too much because this deserves its own video is the use of shifting a chord tone up or down an octave. So in other words, in our song As You Fall, it would be a huge chord that normally requires fretting the 12th fret, the 11th fret, fret 8, 9, and then 8. So you can see that's almost impossible. I'm hitting dead notes everywhere, and we realized it was much easier. I'm not saying it's impossible, that was the wrong word. It's just not fun. It's much easier if you take this note at the 12th fret, so the root B, and you play it down there. And that opens up a ton of new possibilities for chord structure that you might otherwise not think of if you're trying to fret everything into a standard, everything in the same octave kind of triad shape. And then finally, you can think of this in a similar way with leads. So you can do something like an octave skip of an arpeggio. And that's kind of like a call and response. So yeah, just a couple things. This isn't the longest video I've ever done. But I hope that these few examples can give you a little bit of perspective on this, and then in your own songwriting, start playing around with shifting the octave of one note out of a riff or something, and see what kind of ideas you can come up with as a result of that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, share it with any friends you think might also like it, and check out the playlist on my channel for all the other awesome musical content, and I will see you in the next video.